Oh my god. It's finally here. Oh, I could just stare at this for hours. Oh my god. Okay, let's get in. Oh my god, the queues are not that bad. What the fuck? I bet it was very hard to get into earlier, I think. Oh, holy shit! Hello! We're finally here. I feel like it's a short wait for me since I only had to, I think I had to wait for like maybe 1 or 2 weeks after finishing MSQ, but it feels really good to be able to pick up MSQ again. I know some people have waited much longer. It's so exciting for everybody. I think for many new players, it's their first launch experience. It's also for mine as well. I hope everybody's having a great time going through the story. So, welcome. This will be my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I would recommend that you watch my other playlist that had all of the videos reacting to MSQ till Shadowbringers, so that you can watch this one as well, you know. I think the one I'm doing right now is early access, so I think I pre-ordered the game. I'm doing early access, so I guess that'll be a fun thing for me. I have very low expectations for the story itself. I have like a lot of theories in my head, especially with the whole new threat with Xenos and Fending as like our antagonists for this game. Based on like fighting the lunar primals and whatnot, I'm assuming that that's what we're gonna doing our trials on, I think. I don't know. Cause the whole point going through all this was to find a way to end summoning, right? So if the beast tribes aren't summoning their primals, then what do we have to fight? Obviously the lunar primals, right? I'm not sure. And other things too, like maybe the terminus beasts from Amarat as well, because we did see that in the Endwalker trailer. I could have started streaming if I wanted to for MSQ content, but I started the whole journey just doing videos of these, so I'm probably gonna stick with it. And you know, if other people couldn't play the game, you know, maybe they could maybe they could probably just watch this as well if they wanted to, you know. But I'm pretty sure everybody's playing through the game right now, playing early access. I'll probably do a lot of my downtime streaming stuff. I'm trying out new things. So I will be streaming. I'll probably stream on Twitch just to make it separate. I guess that's what I'm going with. I think those are my final thoughts. So with that, let's seriously jump in. Let's go. Nemu, do you have some time to talk? I would like to gather everyone in the Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Okay. Oh my god. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. You have since learned that said creatures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Oh my god! The music! I just realized! Oh, it's so good already! Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned. Their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yeah. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Gardelmald. Okay. As you know, the Toloforoi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenosia Galvis, the crown prince of our dear friend. He's our very dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an ever-deepening pit of chaos. An even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. But that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the place into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. Which is that... is it that big spire in Garlemald? That sucks. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Toloforoi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only prelude to even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We'll find a way in Sharlayan. I am sure of it. Master Fortuno's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. Hey, Tataru! We just received word from Mistress Krile. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. The music! Ah! You're head to Limsa Laminsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldessian. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. Bum bum bum. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. Oh yeah, true. I am eager to see it, of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Oh, Tataru! Oh. Limsa Laminsa, huh? Oh my god. The new quest music. I'm so excited. Let's go to Limsa. Oh my god, I bet it's fucking packed in Limsa right now. Let's go. Let's go to Limsa. Holy shit. What is this one? Is this Sharlayan? Wait. Just to make what the fuck is this? It's blocked out. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Let's use the Maelstrom Aetherite ticket. I don't... I imagine it would be packed. Kinda. Who knows? Oh! Not that bad, actually. Oh! Oh, look at all this! Oh! Holy shit! It's so different. What the fuck? It's showing the map as well. Huh. Oh shit. Can't see. Oh my god. So is this how it's like? Oh my god. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon. So please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Hey! Ah! Wow. The cutscenes, I can already see the difference. It's more, wow. So good! I get so, like, giddy about it.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Ysayeau came here on a ship very much like this one.
Oh.
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
No.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Ysayeau of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh my god! He stole his coin purse? I mean, bruh.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Oh.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian?
Oh.
Sir
Baby.
Estinian?
Baby!
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Oh.
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Oh.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Oh.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Oh. Oh, Tataru.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
Oh.
It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Oh, Tataru. Oh. I'll bring them back as safe and sound. Don't worry, please.
I'll hold you to that.
Yes, please.
Ah, good. You're still here.
They have voice actors! Oh my god! I don't...
Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
I don't think I remember them having voice acting.
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
Oh.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
Wow, already?
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Oh.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
I will. We all will.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown.
It's Emmett! Oh my god!
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Sharlayan! We're going for Sharlayan! Ah! It's so interesting that Emmett is giving his narration for this one. I wonder how it's gonna go. What the fuck? It's the song!
Here. Feel. Think.
Oh my god, we're having ARR stuff. Or like, specifically 1.0 maybe.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Called out to you, you say?
Oh.
I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
No, I want to stay with you. Please. No. Okay. I'll leave. What the fuck? That's her! It's not Vanat. People say it's Vanat, but it's not. Not yet. Hey.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
Okay, can you tell me who you are, please?
Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face.
Shut the fuck up!
My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Shut the fuck up! It is Hydaelyn! Oh my fucking lord! I don't know if I trust her, man. I don't trust you, man.
You have visited the first. You have every right to say that. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am. What Hydaelyn has always been. A primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Very interesting. Hey!
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
I've not seen, no.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Oh, I'm hearing the song.
There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
It's so pretty!
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Oh.
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Endwalker.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Oh.
How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Old Sharlayan! Oh boy.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
That's true.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
Okay.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Oh, good point.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Oh.
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Oh no.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
Oh.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service.
Yes.
I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Oh. Okay.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Oh.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Why would you...
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Okay. Okay. I feel like there's no need to do that, but okay.
We shall keep that in mind.
Yeah. Kinda.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Hi.
Name and occupation?
I don't want to. Oh, yeah. I am adventurer first, bruh. Demo Kire, adventurer by trade. Adventurer first.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided.
Yes.
You may enter. And you, sir?
Estinian Varlino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Verlino? Oh, okay.
Formerly, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Oh no.
If you'll allow me...
Oh, Cryle!
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Jesus.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Cryle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Oh. Thank you.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Good shit. Oh, we're here in Sharlayan. Oh my god, it's so packed. Oh my god. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming to port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back, okay? I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Aw, why should it matter how I earn my living? Fine. Honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied entry after all. Oh. Even allowing that the years I spent in the first passed here in the blink of an eye feels untouched by time. That was about as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. I can't click on people. Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? In fact, Oh, but we really should let Kryle have her say first. We shall continue this conversation at another time. Oh! You mean that it's a little bit similar to... Everything in Sharlayan is a little bit similar to the Crystarium? I can probably see it as that. Alright, let's continue. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Nemu and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcomed at the Levier estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Because we're Makotes. We're all over the place. Still, I should not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherart Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. Okay. Okay. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Okay, but I could... Oh. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh one's dusty old memories of yours. Oh! Those dusty old memories. Oh. Oh, of course. If you will have me. Come, Nemu. Sharlayan awaits. Yes, it does. After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. Keep it out your sight in order to proceed the quest objectives! Oh my god! Oh, this is the... Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so good! He's... I'm so happy! There's my friend. I guess he's ahead in the story now. Thalia Stoa. Wow. Can you actually go inside? Wow, running through here took, like, actually longer than expected. Aw, no! Let me in! I wanna go up! Let me in! Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the Last Stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Oh! Kryle is also now accompanying you. Oh, okay. Leading 2 companions to the Last Stand and speak with Kryle at the designated location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Alright, cool. Oh, this is such a cool thing! This is so cool, man. This place is called the Peristyle, and it is the first stop for cargo unloaded at the docks. You'll find the unusual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to running an island nation, but also supplies that further Sharlayan's pursuit of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. Sorting these stacks certainly seems to keep the attendants busy. Interesting. With all the unusual wares coming and going on all hours, I expect the assistance of an interpreted adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration officials after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Sharlayan the same way it is in Eorzea. Oh! Oh my god. This guy. He has the new Sharlayan outfit. Where's the Last Stand, bro? Oh, I missed it. Oh, she has a little thing. Oh, because it's where we're supposed to be. Ah, yes, the Last Stand. Now that is an inviting aroma. Oh, okay. And here we are, the Last Stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. And it's encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer. So he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the Last Stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, and the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you are a typical Sharlayan when it comes to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tatara has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when the time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to onto the side of the cafe will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. Oh. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it is it's a perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Oh, I already did, sister. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Allegan Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And we go, and off we go to our next destination. Our paths leads to northeast of Agora, Sharlayan's largest marketplace. Okay. Agora. Over here? Oh, this is the confluence. Okay. Speaking of Aetherites, those teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I intended to rely on the far cheaper ferry services. I was pleasantly surprised when Mistress Tatara informed me that the Scions are reimbursed for transportation costs as part of our duties, but I find old habits hard to break. That, and I'd rather not be bothered filling out the necessary paperwork. That's the entrance to the confluence. I have no doubt their expertise will prove useful at some point, so I just suggest you remember the way here. Okay. These little open-air book stalls are so uniquely Sharlayan. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Interesting. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment. Only a moment. How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Oh my god, Kryle. Perhaps I'll return here later then. He's so cute! I love him. Okay, let's move on. Very interesting. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Questionable prototypes? Okay. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on your tour is one of which has particular relevance to your ultimate purpose here. Okay. You must head back to the Aetherite Plaza. Follow the path follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to the imposing building at the very top. I think it might be the Forum. Oh, they know who I am. What the fuck? Hi. These little decorative features are typically of Sharlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. Interesting. This is the Nympharium? Okay. An area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Sharlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as the symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine power. Divine Uwer. Okay. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing waters as a decorative feature of our architecture. Interesting. Is this the Forum? Might be the Forum. Ah, what an invigorating breeze. A touch biting, perhaps, but pleasant nonetheless. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. Oh, okay. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one could see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in the mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Aww! Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of. The great city of Sharlayan. Yeah, oh, okay. That's why he had it a little bit similar when he was helping out in the first. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up whenever you wish. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object you to simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with a fittingly named Journey's End. Okay. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Okay. Journey's End, huh? Oh, it's down here. Oops. Yup. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Sharlayan society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander these streets on a whim. Oh, we've arrived at the journey's end. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with the Archon Nyunkrif built their first homes. Okay. In the present day, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. Okay. Oh, so probably like Fortuno's family. And Alphino's. And Alizé's. And Lord Louis, I guess? Probably. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Lebier. Oh, wait. Where is it? I need to see. Can't see. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. Aw. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has been proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Yeah, it has. A little bit. Just very interesting. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Vraha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetheroid Plaza? Correct! After you, Nemit. Okay. Let's get it. Wait, is there an Aetheroid here? Yes, there is. Might as well take it. Oh, this must be... This house is larger than the other ones here, so this must be Alphino's and Alizé's. Interesting! Right. We crossed this bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful. Oh! I was, I did not realize I was going around. All on the opposite ways. Oops. Bunny boy! Bunny boy! He's a bunny boy! We're seeing the bunny boys now. The studium is the last one to go to, so let's just... I think it's going according to the MSQ, so... This is it! Baldessian Annex. Okay. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldessian Annex. Okay. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive at the doorstep of Phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. We could take you there another time. Okay. Inside with you then. Alright, cool. Woo! I'm back! And I've brought Nemu and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Nemu. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Oh, Ojika Tsunjika. It has been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, Administration Officer for the students of Valdesian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ejika. I think so. It might have been from Eureka? They look a little bit similar. Oh yes, Eureka. Yes, I remember. I haven't really been into Eureka, but I have started the quest for the story, I guess, but even then I didn't really go far into it. I did meet her cousin, his cousin, her cousin though. I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Yeah. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had the occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Okay. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. Okay. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. Oh. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the Telophoroi fall. Exactly. Hey. Through that door on the left is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is. You probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I've had private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please, feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn. You may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we slipped into the Andron to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms. Even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Nice. Do you have papers pasted on the walls of your room? It was not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such, and then forget to take them when they're on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate though. You might see complaints addressed to the other members, or a thank you card for engrossing literature someone left behind. Beloved traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of Baldessian and so many others, we must look for the days ahead. True. Wow. Oh look, that's an elegant node. I'm actually hoping we get like these as actual posters for furniture. That's really cool. Oh, and that's Ozzy's Law. What's this one? That does not look like the Crystal Tower. This one. Oh. I don't know what this is. Looks interesting though. Mughals? Oh, of course, there's the map of Eorzea. And the Far East as well. In Garlemald. Very interesting. Very. Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Okay. Hey! Hey!
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Oh.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum.
Yeah.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was...
Oops! Shit. Sorry, Kral.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian.
Okay. We're actually getting involved with this now. Well, not directly before, because they were mentioned a lot in ARR. But now we're going more directly about the students of Baldessian. Yes.
Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over, mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Oh, which is me?
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Farah's lines of inquiry, and having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
I got this.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Hey.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Yes. I hope so too. Okay. So I have okay, so it's starting again with like two quests, like the other ones that we did. Not sure which one's the best one to go first. So so far it's been pretty everything just seems you're like already starting in Sharlayan already, so that's it. The pacing is already kind of quick. I thought it would take a little bit of time before we actually get to Sharlayan, but actually it did not take that long at all. We're already in here. We're already beginning our quest to try and save the world. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy your time playing early access or for the full game as well. I'm not sure if anybody can play Endwalker around this time, but don't rush if you can't, you know. So I'll just stop here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!